What's up, guys? So I got a good question from my buddy John. I got a lot of Johns in the group. Seems to get a lot of email. I get a lot of emails from different Johns. So John asks, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 6 months and I just don't feel like I'm getting very good at it. I watched your video the other day talking about waiting for the aha moment. I still haven't had it. Is it possible that jiu-jitsu is just not for some people? Thanks for the help, Chewy. All right, so John, again, thanks for the question, brother. Again, I appreciate the question you guys send. It's a lot of fun to kind of chat with you guys about them and then kind of do this stuff. So John, your question is asking, is it possible that there's someone out there that jiu-jitsu is not for? Physically, I will say no. I think that the people that do not stick with jiu-jitsu, it's more of a mental thing. Because physically, if you train long enough, it'll find a way. Like jiu-jitsu, sort of, your body will find a way to piece it together if you stick with it, right? But mentally, people give up a lot of times, and that's why they quit. It's not a physical thing. It's not like a physical impairment. A lot of times they give up early because of mental. Now, there could be someone that has a serious heart condition or something where they physically can't get out and exercise very much, right? But for the most part, I've seen people with missing limbs get really good at jiu-jitsu, you know? So again, a lot of us aren't missing limbs. We're just having trouble with it, right? I'm gonna share a story with you about a guy that we had come into the gym years ago. The name that I remember him by is Pink Shirt. So Pink Shirt, to paint you a picture of who this guy was. He was a really thin, 115, maybe 120 pound guy, about 5'7", very, very small and frail looking, the tiniest wrists imaginable, almost no muscle in this guy, right? I could not imagine a more unathletic, underdeveloped muscularly dude. Couldn't imagine it. It just, when I think of frail and weak, this is the guy that pops into my head. And the reason we call him Pink Shirt is because when he first came into the gym, this little, small, kind of effeminate guy, you know, came in and he was wearing this bright pink shirt. I can't remember his name for the life of me. So this guy came in during the time when I first started teaching classes, right? So I started teaching some beginner classes, and we started teaching this class. And I remember watching him move around, and you know, I did my best to help him because that's what I'm there to do. I'm there to teach. But I remember in the back of my mind thinking, man, this guy's just not going to get it. He's not going to get this stuff. And I remember several of the other instructors kind of thought the same thing. We're like, man, poor guy. We're going to help him out, but man, he's just not going to get it. This isn't for him. And then I remember there was one day, it was probably, I would say maybe 8 months to a year after he started. All of a sudden, we're all looking over there, and there's Pink Shirt getting a Kimura on a guy. Kimura is kind of a power move, right? He uses a little bit of muscle, and there he is, Kimura on a guy. I was like, what? You know, keep going. All of a sudden, I see him getting arm bars. And he's being, you know, he's hard to submit for some of the guys, and he's getting submissions, and he's doing sweeps, and he's doing guard passes, and all of a sudden he's like a regular dude, you know, 3-stripe white belt, regular 2-stripe white belt, you know, right there in the thick of the things. So that guy changed my mindset because I kind of thought, man, someone's just not gonna be good at this stuff. But that guy changed my outlook because I saw that guy get better at this stuff, even though he had no physical gifts. And I was like, shit, if he can be good at this stuff, anybody can be good at this stuff. So to answer your question, unless you have some serious medical condition that is going to hinder you from, you know, getting better at this stuff or being able to do this stuff at a consistent level, unless you're missing several of your limbs, then physically I would say that there is no reason why you cannot be good at this stuff. You haven't maybe hit your stride yet, which happens sometimes, and it's okay. But if you continue to train, you will get better. Again, I can almost guarantee you that if you continue to train, you're gonna get better. It's all just a mental thing. So in the meantime, just hang tough, keep training, and you'll get it. All right, guys, thanks.